We will free the DCI. We will free the KRA from state capture. I can account for every day of the 1,000 days.
There shall never be another occasion where we have bodies of Kenyans in River Yala. It will never happen again. Not under my watch.
But under his watch, that very promise is slowly being undone. What once sounded like a pledge to protect life has now transformed into a growing debt, one the president seems unable or perhaps unwilling to repay. 159 cases of extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances were documented in 2024 alone. This is according to the Missing Voices annual report. Out of the 159, 104 or 65% were police killings. The other 55, about 35%, were enforced disappearances. On December 22nd, 2024, Kavuli was abducted from a petrol station in Ngong, Kajiado County. He vanished for 15 days. During that time, he was tortured, stripped, and starved. His dignity eroded, his spirit tested.
They told me that their mandate there is to protect the presidency, you know, under whatever circumstance, even if it means death.
Kavuli made it out and lived to tell. But what about those who never returned? What about those killed during the anti-tax protest of June 2024? Among the youngest victims, Kennedy Onyango, aged just 12. He was caught in the brutal crackdown in Rongai on June 28th. What does a child of 12 know about the economy or the finance bill?
Mwanangu alikuwa na 12 years, hata jui bei ya unga, hata jui watu walikuwa napigania nini, hata ukimuuliza jui.
Jacinta has refused to suffer in silence. On Madaraka Day, she tried to hand a letter demanding justice to President William Ruto as he was delivering his national address. She was manhandled and dragged away. Still, she resists. Still, she pleads. Still, she hopes for truth, for recognition, for closure.
Sioni haki yoyote ikipatikana. Hadi mimi hapa nilipigiwa simu na Dennis Itumbi akiniambia rais anataka kuongelesha mama. Nikashika simu akaongea, akaniambia mama Kennedy, habari yako? Nikamwambia sio mzuri hata kidogo. Akaniambia sawa, nimesikia na nimeona na nitakuita. Tukae chini tuongee na nimekisua haki ya huyo mtoto imepatikana na nitakufanyia vile mimi nasafanyiwa kama msasi. Nawaambia saini 1 year. Hakuna kitu imefanyika. Hakuna kitu, nimebaki hivi. Hakuna hata mwenye ananishika mkono. Jameni viongozi, hakuna hata mwenye amenishika mkono. Mimi nashangaa sana.
Another name on this growing list, Erickson Chalo, a peaceful protester gunned down outside Parliament, allegedly by police. His mother, Caroline Mutisia, says she knows exactly where the blame lies.
Akona shida. Unajua kuna ile askari, mkubwa wa askari. Si anaweza arumua askari wengine waende washikwe.
Justice, however, remains elusive. No police officer has been held accountable, not even the one case that seemed different, the case of Rex Masai. It looks like hope is in sight, but even that is hanging by a thread.
Now, a year on, the path to justice remains marred with obstacles. An inquest is underway, with multiple witnesses called. Police officer Isaiah Murangiri, who was directly linked to the shooting, took to the stand in February this year. He has denied any involvement and claimed a tear gas launcher could not have killed Masai, and suggested that armed criminals were involved instead.
The investigation drags. The police resist. And political will remains a mirage.
Boniface Karaoke, a street hawker, was shot by police officers during demonstrations demanding justice for another victim of state violence, blogger and teacher Albert Ojwang. Rushed to Kenyatta National Hospital, Boniface was immediately admitted to the intensive care unit where he has since been fighting for his life in silence.
The man was unarmed, his back against the wall, quite literally. It appears apparent that he was taking cover from the ongoing running battles in Nairobi's Central Business District. A mob to his front and police to his back, the latter proving consequentially dangerous. For 5 seconds, the vendor, a masked seller, is bullied by 2 police officers. Then, a gunshot rings, and the man falls down, apparently with a bullet directly to his head. For the National Police Service, the shooting marks a case of a blunder, coming soon after another blunder.
This has his family waits, in pain, in fear, and in darkness. Not a word from authorities, and not even a shilling in support, and not even a visit.
According to the Freedom House 2025 report, Kenya scored 51 out of 100 and remains classified as partly free, meaning some political rights and civil liberties are respected, but significant restrictions exist. Meanwhile, the global rights groups Civicus downgraded Kenya's civic space from obstructed, limited space for activism and legal and practical barriers to repressed. Civic freedoms are severely curtailed with widespread harassment or violence.